Is there a better way to do brand marketing? I discovered it. I'll share the secret that I found with you. The basis of most of our brand is our logo. I developed logo branded videos 16, 17 years ago. Now people have caught up and they're doing all different other things, but the basic thing was to have, when people searched Google, your logo showed up and the answer to their question. Answer that question and be visually dominant. That's a thing that I created, is that when you look at the first page of Google, I had developed a system you could control 50 to 60% of the first page with different systems. I show you how to do it. I use a show and tell video system. I don't just talk about systems that can improve your business. I use what are called explainer videos. I show you how it's done with real examples. I show you the proof. My courses all have show and tell video systems. It's the easiest way to learn. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone to get access to the training center. I have been nominated for several Small Business BC awards, and I'm also the author of 6 books on marketing. Daryl Backen Digital Marketing Systems. Innovations have brought 10 years of proven digital marketing systems. We pioneered the concept of logo brand marketing on page 1 Google. When people search for what you do, the most powerful result would be having your logo appear on the first page of Google. Here's a demo of how the logo branding works. I'll click in how to use business phones. The very first feature is the logo. Click on it, it takes you to these series on how to use business phones. Very simple, very effective. We use systems that use up to 800 long-tail keywords that we develop for all your market segments, so you get found. Most websites only use 5 or 6 keywords, and they wonder why they're not getting the results they want. Our success system involves providing visual dominance on the first page of Google. People instantly recognize you with your logo when it appears on the first page of Google. We don't try and get your website on the first page of Google. We dominate the first page of Google by using a mixture of 12 different digital systems. You can't do it with a website, it's impossible. But a mixture of 12 different platforms will provide major results. Here's a demonstration of how to dominate page 1. We just clicked in Samsung Business Phone Systems for Coquitlam. This is the geo-targeting. The first 5 are ads. Now, how many did we show up on? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Virtually 90% of the first page of Google. Now, a few features that we have. We always put the phone number front and center. Don't make your customer work to find you. Let your customers learn about your business with simple show and tell videos like this one. They tell your story. They want to know. Instantly give them all the information they need to make a well-informed decision. There's usually 10 to 15 questions you are constantly asked about your products and services. Give them all in a show and tell video and make it beneficial. These digital marketing systems have been effective for the last 10 years with highly profitable results. Watch the testimonials at the end of this video to find out what my customers are saying about my services. Call 1-855-216-6010 for further information. This call will go directly to myself, Daryl Backen. I'm always happy to answer questions. Look forward to talking to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited because we've been working on SEOing my website, getting our name out there on Google and other search engines. I'd say all told, probably 12 to 15 days if you compress it all. I've been doing it over a couple of months with Daryl, and we got a lead in already on just yesterday for 3 locations for phone systems. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's probably going to be a $12,000-$15,000 sale, and that is very fast, especially compared to the quotes that I received before. I got a quote from a company in Toronto and a couple of quotes from companies here that were going to spend a lot of time and money on getting my website search engine optimized and enabled for keywords and things like that. They were all kind of Greek to me. But what wasn't Greek was the money that they were going to charge. It was very expensive. I think the one in Toronto was close to $30,000 for a year, and then $1,000 a month was their maintenance fee. The other ones were kind of similar, $12,000, $15,000 plus a couple of $1,000s a month for maintenance fees. So doing it this way, the way Daryl was suggesting we do it with a web audit, and then doing geotagging and doing some AdWord densities and just some things that are pretty complex, but I understood them when he was doing them. It wasn't black magic. Really made a lot of sense to me and have yielded results, so pretty happy. Hi, I'm Tom MacDonald from TMSI Telephony Managed Solutions. I wanted to share with you some good news today on one of the efforts I've been working on with Daryl on trying to get our company more business off of the internet, specifically off Google searches. So I have that good news. I want to share that with you today, and I'll get to it very, very quickly here. In the past, what I was doing, and I've spent 4 years on this, I used to advertise in Yellow Pages, and I was spending about $40,000 a year with quarter-page ads all over the lower mainland here. And I was getting business off it, but it was very, very expensive. I was looking for alternatives, and one of the alternatives was to say, if I could get myself placed high on Google, like on the first page, I'd probably get some business coming my way. Not easy to do, as it turns out. I spent 4 years on it. I've looked at proposals from people that wanted to clean up my website and spend $10,000, $15,000 improving my website, and ongoing monthly fees of $300, $400 a month, to up to $4,000 and $5,000 a month to keep my ranking up, as they call it, with Google. I said there's got to be a better way of doing it, and after 4 years of working, I finally hooked up with Daryl, and we've got an effective way of doing this through video brochures, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, but more importantly, I'm going to tell you how it worked in my company. So I'm going to give you some examples right now of some success, real success off of Google searches. Let's start right away. I've got an insurance company in the Fraser Valley. They called us off of my Google search, and didn't know us at all before that. Turned into an $8,000 sale right off the get-go, and about $400 a month in revenue from them ongoing because of our FlexLine service that we sell. And so we've replaced TELUS dial tones with our dial tones. They're very happy, by the way, and they've saved probably about the same amount of money that we're making. So if we're making about $350 a month, they're saving about $350 a month. So over 10 months, that's about $4,000 a year that my company's pulling in. Or if you extrapolate that to 10 years, that's $40,000 in the next 10 years. And because it's dial tone, they'll probably be with us for 10 years. So there's a good example of one where we made an initial $8,000 sale and $40,000 over the next 10 years. Another company, a retail organization down in Vancouver, called us up off of our keyword search, which I think was probably Nortel Vancouver in this case, and we sold them a phone system on a complete rental. So we're probably pulling in about $500 a month from this customer. So if you look at that, that's $6,000 a year, or $60,000 in the next 10 years, which will probably happen. $30,000 in 5 years for sure, easy. I got a towing company in North Vancouver that called in off this, and within a week we had a system in there. It was about $3,000 sale, and another $200 or $300 a month coming in. So again, you're looking at times 12, $3,600 times 5, $15,000 in every 5 years coming in from that one. I've got some I can't even close as I'm getting so much activity. A company in Richmond, a broadcasting company in Richmond. I've got an old manufacturing company in Port Coquitlam here. They have an old Nortel system that's out of business. Nortel's not in business anymore, folks. and they're looking for someone to help them get out of that. So they called us. So we've got them being helped and saving a lot of money. We've got another company, a laser cartridge company in Port Coquitlam as well. They're spending an inordinate amount of money with TELUS. I think it's like $500-600. They were on a contract. We got them out of the contract with TELUS, and now they're well on their way to being able to save probably about $300 or $400 a month, and it'll be probably a $6,000 every 5 years revenue. $30,000 to $60,000 every 5 to 10 years is revenue with them. A cold storage place in Cloverdale. Again, they've got 3 large warehouses that they're trying to facilitate connections to. I wouldn't have got that if it wasn't from our SEO efforts, our ability to get them coming to us. Same with another property management company in Langley. All these are real, and all these have all transpired in the last probably 8 months after 4 years of efforts, but the last 8 months have yielded the most effective campaign that I have ever seen. And it's taken my FlexLines business, which is the ability to sell dial tones and replace TELUS, from $0 to over $100,000 a year in less than 8 months already. So very successful. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but I can definitely assure you now that it's become a lot easier. So I would end this video testimonial by saying,
that was easy.